Yeah, I got you. Yeah, we are live.
Hello. Can you guys hear
Joey.
me?
Yes, we can.
Thought I'd move a
Hello.
little closer so I could see and hear.
Merry Christmas. I
Merry
love that.
Christmas. Yes. You
Tree's
like that?
amazing. Love it.
Boom.
Beautiful.
How are you guys doing
Uh,
tonight?
we're good.
We're good. Where's Kevin?
He is away doing something. I have no idea, but um I'm gonna give him a couple of minutes and then but yeah, so we just played for about 45 minutes, an hour ish. And
That's
Joey,
awesome.
if you wanna play a tune or two, feel free at any point.
Sure.
But yeah, so Ethan and Joey, how's that going? How's that been?
We're doing well. Obviously, things are,
Mhm.
up in the air with how everything has been going lately, which I assume has been the topic of like the whole night. But
The past 9 months, yeah.
yeah, for real. So it's definitely hit or miss. We're trying to stay as busy as we can. We're thankful for
like
the
my
gigs that we do have.
Yeah.
Hey.
Sorry, Kev's in here now.
No.
So you Santa?
What is there something on your face?
Jesus. What were you doing for so
What?
long, man? Come on.
What is that? Get closer.
Is that Santa?
Oh,
It's a Santa mask.
Yes.
Uh,
Pretty
where-
soon
where
I'm not
did you
going to
get
need
that?
a mask.
Where did you get that?
Like I don't know
Did you make it?
the
no,
North
that
Pole.
Nice. Good one. Nailed it.
I got it up at the gas station up the street from me.
Cool.
I was
At the
like, how
gas
much
station?
is that? Yeah, I got it at a gas station.
How much
Pretty
was
good.
it? How much
And
was it?
it was like $5, man. Look, it's got like the little things you can adjust on them. And
Oh, I
stuff.
need those. My face must
No
be small.
way.
I didn't know my face was small until this year, and all
Yeah.
the masks
Yeah.
fall off of me.
Well,
Yeah.
so I know you can go to, and I looked around for them because my son needed some.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
you can find them at Hobby Lobby. They're not like these, but they're like the ball things where you press in and then they can adjust.
Mm.
So if you don't
What
mind
aisle
going
do
to
you?
Hobby
How well
Lobby
do you know Hobby
Do
Lobby?
you work
How
there?
often do you go to Hobby Lobby?
twice a year, maybe.
Do you know what aisle?
No. But I was
all right.
excited. I'm like, I've achieved.
Sorry, Ethan, about that. Or Joey. Sorry, not
You're right.
Ethan. Ethan is he
It's
sick right
it's a
now?
50-50 shot. No, he's back at home. He had other personal things he had to deal with tonight. You just get half of the duo today.
So you're
Sorry.
gonna have to talk twice as much.
Easy.
if
God,
you
don't, man. You give me an inch, I'll take a yard. Don't start.
but you guys are talking about gigging. Are you're obviously not gigging as much, but I see you guys are still out there doing your thing. Are they mostly
Yeah.
outdoor gigs, or how's that?
Oh yeah. The gigs that we have been playing fairly recently have been in like tents with heaters around, and I was saying before, we are super thankful and grateful for the gigs that we do have. We wish that we would be playing more, but the ones that we are playing, it's tough. Especially with like, we played a gig at one location where they put a this like industrial size space here, like right at our like 5 o'clock, and it was right blowing on our back, so it felt amazing. But it was like having a rocket engine in your ear for 4 hours, and so Ethan and I, we had to like force a monitor so that we could like hear ourselves. And by the end, we're talking, we're like, "What'd you say?" Like, it was tough. But like I said, man, we're not complaining. We're doing what we can. You know.
Yeah, I'm sure that got quite toasty after a while as well.
Oh,
It
God.
wasn't too bad.
I could be in an igloo playing piano and I'd be sweating.
Yeah.
How
It's
about
definitely
you?
a challenge.
How about Kevin and Kaitlyn? How are you guys doing? I mean, I know Kevin, you're not, you're more of a producer nowadays than a play out or gigger, if
Yeah.
you will. But Kaitlyn, how's it been for you? Are you still gigging out, or how's that?
No, not at all. And
Not at all.
Since we play, we don't really ever do like cover shows or anything like that. So we really only tried to play like once a month to hit that sweet spot of like people will come, not oversaturate it, right?
Yep.
But we did a live session with Radio Artifact that's about to come out. It'll be on Bandcamp soon. So
awesome.
there's that.
Love me some Bandcamp.
And like I said earlier, we're about to release 3 songs also.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats on that. Radio Artifact is great about supporting everybody.
Yeah, I know they're
I
great.
love them so much. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Bandcamp, Kevin. I'm really. I've been seriously thinking about switching over to only releasing on Bandcamp.
You know what? I mean, it sucks because you have to kind of cater a little bit to your listeners. I mean, you don't want to make it difficult.
Right.
And in an age now where everything is so easily accessible in anything, TV shows, anything like that, you want to be available, but at the same time, and you don't want to be that person that's like, oh, you bought a cup of coffee, can you buy a song for me? I don't want to tell people what to do with their money.
Yeah.
Because they work, it's their job. But I think at the end of the day, it's kind of, a lot of people are very surprised how little Spotify and iTunes and all this.
I know. I have 6 whole monthly listeners and I haven't seen a dime.
Yeah. I mean, and then you have to jump through hoops to sign up for Harry Fox and the mechanical licensing and all that stuff. It's crazy.
So I actually did the math the other day when everyone was doing the trend of posting their 5 genres or their 5 things. I think I saw on Instagram Blink-182 had posted thanks for all the streams, and it was there were 26.7 million streams in the year. And I was like, man, I wonder what that equates to in dollars and real dollars. And so I checked the math. I think Spotify pays 0.005 cents per listen. 1.5, yeah. And I think Blink-182, being who they are, made maybe just under $1 million on streams, which I know talking $1 million, it's still a ton of money. But if you think
24 million streams.
Yeah. You'd think that it would be at a little bit more than that. So you equate that to artists local artists, new artists, whatever. There's no money in that at all. There's nothing. And that is
you just have
the
to
way.
know that and do,
Yeah, you have to look at it like it's more of a community than it is a moneymaker.
Yeah.
Spotify,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really sad. But because it can also break your career in ways that it's broken a lot of people. But I have artist friends who are just making their living playing gigs, and they actually posted what they made. There was a friend of mine had 500,000 streams last year. He made $400.
That is dumb. But
and he's not Blink-182. He's not
right.
He's he's just a bar guy.
Right.
Piano player.
Yeah.
It's just,
but you know what? I also figured this out as well. I mean, logically thinking, if you weren't doing any streams at all, let's go back 20 years, would you really have 26 million sales and records?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
So you're not going to make 26, or 2.6 million or whatever off of it.
Yeah.
Right.
After the record company gets their cut. But at the same time, a lot of those could be repeat listeners. I wish we had that kind of knowledge. And I'm sure the bigger labels like Universal and all that have, they can pinpoint IP addresses to figure out how much that person goes. I wish they would give us more of that, because that really does help, not just being a city. I mean, there's millions of people in Cincinnati, but really to be able to pinpoint exactly
where those listens are going. Yeah.
And that way, you could even, I feel like Spotify is not doing enough for artists. They could be easy, like Bandcamp does this. It obviously the pay sucks, but they could even offer, sign up for an email list or follow me on social, and they don't do any of that. And I really think
if Spotify did you stream it once and you're on our list, on our mailing list kind of thing, or if you stream it 5 times or whatever, then your name gets put in our mailing list. That would be kind of cool too. But again, that's just building the community.
Well, I mean, I think maybe, let's say after you listen to a song 5 times, they pop up with a notification that says, hey, we noticed you like this song a lot. Do you want to subscribe to their list or their stuff?
Yeah.
Give them the option to do that. And I mean, with the millions of dollars they have in revenue, they could easily program something into
Do you guys
website.
know Do you guys know your listener breakdown? Is that something that you guys pay attention to, like age, genre, or age, sexuality, and all that stuff?
Not, I don't really pay attention to all of that.
It's tough. I know it's really hard.
We, I mean, there's some like analytical stuff that we can see with our website, but it's,
Yeah.
I mean, basic like borderline stuff. So, I mean, Ethan and I we had one album that we put out like years and years ago that we just kind of let flop because it wasn't very good. So we don't really know our listener base yet because we're going in the studio here like first thing in the year. What if you know, COVID willing, allowing. Yeah, it's a whole big project. So it's always just Ethan and Joey is the name of the band, but we have 8 members now. With like there's keys and horns and you know, drums, guitars, and I don't know. I haven't. We've been mapping out what our track lists are going to be, and it's just going to be dumb. Like, it's going to be a lot, but we're looking forward to it. We're super, super excited for it.
Sure.
I mean, Ethan and I, we've been playing music for a long, long time, and it is refreshing to have these songs that we are like super excited about, because we've never really gone into a studio thinking like, yeah, man, this is it. This has potential. We are stoked about these, but we finally kind of found that this time around. And I think it's because we've surrounded ourselves with so many other people who are like, hell yeah, like this is it. Like, let's do it, you know? So we're excited.
Yeah.
I'm also going to apologize. If you hear tiny squeaks, my dog has no regard for show business.
How dare you apologize about your dog?
It's show business.
If I was at my house, my cats usually walk in front of my streams. So.
Oh, yeah. Are you guys are you guys still streaming often, or do you guys try to keep up a schedule, or no? It's just kind of.
I've streamed a few times, like with Cincy Music and with Inhaler, but my last stream, I don't know what happened. I was like a nervous wreck that day for some reason, and it was like embarrassing. This was my redemption tonight.
Yeah, I saw that you posted that. I was like, I wonder what happened last time.
Well, don't worry about it.
Okay, you know what? Good.
Hey, you're nailing it tonight. Just killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, you know, I didn't have cheese in my throat, and I still didn't sound as good as you do. So I'm kind of irritated, which is actually a rare occurrence.
I know, right?
I love cheese.
You could have had cheese in your throat.
I pretty much live there with cheese on my boat.
Oh yeah, dude. I went to Kroger the other day, bought a 32-ounce brick of cheese, and you know, I'm not going to say how much is left, but
it's a man after my own heart.
There is 2 ounces left.
I've been to a voice center, like where they specifically take care of your voice. Like, you know, it took me a while to start to realize that your voice you need to take fucking care of it. Like, you need to as much as we play, or as much as I used to play back in the day, back in February.
Back in the olden days.
You know, there are carriages, horses, everything. You know, you're playing 3, 4, 5 times a week, and a lot of the times with us, it's by ourselves, and it's just like I don't fuck around with taking songs off. You know what I mean? Like I'm in it every single song. So, but yeah, all that gunk just gets in there, and it makes it so hard to sing. It's just
you should not have dairy before singing. I never eat
food,
no. Period before I sing. Usually,
Preach.
I hadn't eaten all day, and I knew I was going to get hangry.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I just realized I'm the only one not in landscape mode. I feel like such a dummy. Hold on.
Oh, that's okay.
Hold on. Let's see if this fixes
Whoa,
it.
Trippy. That was cool.
There he is.
There he
You see
is.
that big,
fixed it?
beautiful beard.
Hey.
Now
Look
you
at
see
that.
Oh, over the tree. I like your beard.
I like the tree back there.
Yeah, sorry.
Me too.
Thank
Again,
you.
like I
Very
feel
good
like
background choice.
like what is going on? Like y'all are festive.
Did you hang that? I'm not festive. Did you hang
Sorry.
that up yourself? That big ass black background, Kev?
Yes.
It must be
and
huge,
the reason,
right?
it's pretty big. And I really need to get like a green screen so I can look like I'm at Chuck E. Cheese. Coming live.
No, I want you to
like
build.
to get your animatronics out, like you said.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
That's
what she
I'm gonna
said.
do,
Please
man.
do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Five
Build
Nights
it
at
all.
Freddy's.
Yeah.
What is Freddy's?
Five Nights
Five
at
Nights at
Freddy's.
Freddy's?
What is
It's
that?
it's a video game that
It's a
is
game.
like based off of it's a not an appropriate game for children. I'll just say that.
But they love it.
But they love it. They love these creepy little animatronics,
What is
and
it
it's kind
on?
of I don't
Computer.
know, like computer. Yeah,
They do it on
Yeah,
the phone. Basically, the whole game is you're a security guard at
This is
an
the
old
current
like
thing.
Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. You're like a security guard at an old like Chuck E. Cheese kind of restaurant, and it's like a horror game.
Ooh.
And so like at random points, the animatronics will like move and they'll like start moving to your position. And you kind of look through like cams and stuff. And so it's like
I've never
you'll be
heard of
checking
it
the hallway, and then you're not looking at the hallway, and you come back, and there's a dude standing there, and you're like, oh no. It's
Oh,
pretty
no.
freaky,
yeah.
but like kids eat that, tear it up, like
Yeah.
tear
Oh,
it
yeah.
up.
Yeah, they love it.
It's-
My son knows who Five Nights at Freddy's is.
I can't. Why don't I know
That's
that?
that game? I don't know what that is. I don't know.
You don't
I
watch YouTube, duh.
Dude,
I
I'm a
watch
adult there.
some stuff on YouTube, not that
Oh.
apparently.
You know, it's funny. Like we used to have Saturday morning cartoons. Now it's like 24/7 YouTube for kids. That's what they're
Oh,
watching
yeah.
now.
Weird.
Oh, for sure.
And it's crazy. Like they'll sit there and watch kids playing with their parents and not play with me. And I'm like,
Right.
what are you doing? We could be
Watch-
doing
watch-
that.
watch a
I think the
video.
weirdest thing. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I think the weirdest thing now is like my nieces and my nephews. You kind of there's the whole thing in school where they're like, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And a huge majority is like YouTube star. I want to be a streamer. I want to be like this. It's weird
Yeah.
how there's been that shift. You know?
Hey, kids, only
Right.
1% of those 1% of kids actually can make that much money off.
Yeah.
I know they don't know that though.
Those little kids
Yeah.
make so much money on there.
Dude, that kid Ryan, man.
He made 26 million last year.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't.
That's
What?
cool.
Do all adults
Yeah,
hate
I know.
this Ryan kid? I've
Public
heard
knowledge.
things
Yeah.
about him.
I don't hate
Ryan
him.
who?
Not hate
He's
him,
a
but
sweet
like
kid.
he's annoying.
Kid on
or-
YouTube who has a channel called Ryan's World,
Okay.
Um,
and he like unboxes toys, and
I
that's
feel
it.
like I've heard of that.
Damn.
Yeah.
And I'm
26
sure-
million.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's because he's selling like
It's paid
junk
content.
toys at Walmart for $40.
Yeah.
And they
Mm.
like have sponsored like
Yeah.
review this toy. Is this what the people want to hear? What are we talking
I
about?
don't know. I was gonna try to curve it back into something music.
I've been trying to find a way to talk about Kevin's door pants.
Kevin's
Well,
door pants,
It's funny
do
you
it.
should ask.
Are you wearing pants right now, Kevin?
I can't. I'm not gonna. Maybe.
Oh my.
I don't know. No. Oh, okay. All right. Look, I'm wearing
Please don't.
pants.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Oh, I was real worried for like half a second there.
I know. I was like, that's not appropriate.
Basically,
Children could be
Kevin
watching.
doesn't wear pants at home, and he keeps a pair of pants on a chair next to his door, so he can
Mhm.
answer the door for pizza and whatnot. So they're his door pants.
That
My
is
my
absolutely
DoorDashers
genius,
love me.
sir.
That's pretty
Yes.
brilliant.
That's pretty. I love that. I respect that.
It is genius. And
I
it's,
do too.
it's stuck in my head
do
for
too.
like 5 years or however long it's been around.
Yeah.
I always
Man.
think about that.
That's
What did you say for 5 years?
Sorry, I ever since because he thought of that, like he told us that like 4 or 5 years ago or
It
something.
was during Balcony TV.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
yeah,
so
during
it
Balcony
couldn't have been that long, but it was like
Oh,
3
years.
probably 3 years
Right,
ago.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Wow.
It is
I
the
think of
legend.
it all the time.
Keeps
He
giving.
hasn't worn pants for 5 years.
like,
Nobody's going anywhere now.
it's funny. It's companies like Kevin. We're gonna have to switch to remote work, and I'm like, huh? Really? Awesome.
No more pants ever.
I don't have to
It's
buy
like-
a single pair of pants for the rest of my life.
It's like,
I have been like loving not wearing real clothes though. So like I was home from work for like 5 months, not working at all. I got
Whoa.
laid off because of COVID and all that. But I was working from home for most of that, but then got laid off. But it's just like I'm never wearing a button or a zipper on a pair of pants ever again.
Yeah.
And
It's
I've
like-
become like a cartoon. I wear like the same thing every day. And I love it. I just want to be a comfy little cartoon.
hey,
See, I'm a dummy. I always wear jeans. Like I'm like always.
Yeah.
I wake up.
I
Yeah.
maybe worn jeans once this year.
what?
For
Can we
real?
just talk about Joey's
I
flexibility
wear
there
like
for a
yoga
second?
pants or whatever usually, and
You
I
like
wear scrubs to my
dance-
kneecaps.
Yeah. My
Thank you.
My studio hasn't seen a pair of jeans ever. It's supposed
I
to
can tell you, this house that I'm in probably hasn't. I've
Yeah.
been wearing comfy clothes every time I come here.
Well, it's funny because you know the Jake from State Farm commercial. if that was now, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, and what are you wearing?" He'd be like, "Nothing."
Oh God. And that in itself changes the commercial entirely.
Yes.
Post COVID, Jake from State Farm.
Somebody
Yeah,
needs to
right.
get on that quick.
That's right.
I feel like a lot of companies have done a COVID commercial because they've had
Everybody's cashing in on the COVID.
Yeah,
So
it's
is DoorDash.
Oh, man.
Are you DoorDash? Kevin, are you still door dashing?
Oh yeah. Oh, well, I've moved on to bigger and better things. Grubhub.
Yeah, there you go.
Grubhub's better.
They are. They're.
Well, I had to check.
like,
So when I lived I just moved to North Side, and at my old house, Grubhub, there was like nothing. But I bet there's a lot more now that I'm in North Side.
well, I will say this: Grubhub's not as busy. I mean, obviously, it's not a full-time job that I do, but it's obviously.
You're doing
nowadays.
it.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're not ordering. from
Oh, I
Grubhub.
thought you meant, are you still ordering DoorDash? I'm like, of course.
No,
It's so funny.
I'm doing it right now.
I thought you meant-
First app
I
on my
didn't know you drove
phone,
from.
man.
Hold
Yeah.
on, guys. I gotta deliver this real quick. No.
No, I use
Oh crap!
DoorDash.
I just got an order.
You know what would be so weird? Have any of you ever gotten a DoorDash delivered to you by someone that you know?
No.
No,
I feel like that'd be so weird.
maybe.
Like, I open the door and it's Kevin. Like, I put my door pants
That
on
would
and
be
Kevin's
good.
there.
I know that would be amazing. I
think I
did
have.
deliver like my early 20s. I was delivering pizza, and I remember delivering to a guy that I knew from high school, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What are you doing?"
What the hell? What do you mean I'm doing? I'm giving you your pizza.
I'm working. Give me that tip.
Hit me.
You can eat all these 5 pizzas by yourself? Like,
Yeah, I know. I was like, gosh, you know.
I feel like that'd be way worse if you did know the person, because then you're just gonna judge them for what they got. It's like, oh God, you got
You like
5
olive?
pineapple and ham pizzas.
So,
It's weird. Like 1, okay, 5.
a friend
Here you
of
go,
mine-
Kevin.
I know. And it's like you order stuff and it's always too much for one person, pretty much. And like, I have a lot of like family size groceries in my house for someone that lives alone.
No, hey, listen. You know what?
Single portion.
You can always like, let's just say you wanted dinner. Now you get breakfast too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Or
Because
if you
steak is
like,
always good for
Or-
breakfast.
I don't
hey,
really
Yeah.
eat during the day. I like to eat 1,200 calories at once at
That's
night.
exactly
all at
what I
one
do.
time. Carbo
Exactly
load.
what
Yeah.
Yeah.
You save it all for dinner. Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I had to have the coney before this, because I hadn't eaten all day.
Yeah.
Mm.
People
Guys,
make fun of me for it. I'm like, dude, you know, that's how my body works. You know, don't judge me for 2,200 calories in one sitting.
Well, you're a grown man. Well,
Yeah,
in
I'm
one
grown.
sitting, I guess that's a lot, but in
Yeah.
a day, that's a normal amount for a man, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting back to
Music.
You don't want to talk
what?
about our diet?
it's
The
just
musician
it's private
diet,
information, you guys. Come on.
You know, that's your
Okay,
call.
Charlie, ask us a music question then.
Yeah,
I don't have anything. My thing was just getting back to music. That's my segue.
Ah.
Anybody got anything?
Oh.
How
Sorry.
are we dealing with like, are you guys still I mean, I know Ethan, you guys are writing for an album right now. Is all that stuff written? Are you still guys constantly writing, or
So our trick is we always, if we're gonna write, so the album we're putting out or recording is only gonna be an EP, and it's only gonna be, we're only calling it an EP because it's gonna be like 4 or 5 songs, 6 songs, sorry, because we're doing 3 and 3 of whoever write them, but we have like 15 or 20 songs like ready to go right now, but we're only picking like the best ones for the album. So
how many of those songs would you say are good?
every one of them. No.
They're all
Are you?
singles,
Well, are we
man.
feeling pressure to write because we have not a lot going on now, or
Oh,
are we writing
absolutely.
down, or yeah, sure.
I felt pressure to write because of all of the crazy stuff that has happened this year to me personally and to Earth.
Just in general.
Yeah, it's been a wild year, some major life changes, but
Hey, listen, man. At least there's material. Like, at least there's material to write about
exactly.
now.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's material for days.
I've
And you know, like
Yeah.
as a musician and songwriter, you're constantly, I don't know about you guys, and I'm sure it's the same. You have to constantly be creative. You know, that's your
Oh, yeah.
outlet. That's how you do
Yeah,
it. And if you're not writing, then you're performing. If you're not performing, you're writing or working on finishing a
Right.
song. And
Right.
you know,
It
it's
was
like,
like it was so weird. It was so funny watching how everyone I
1
knew
second.
try to figure out. All right, I'm gonna wait for Joey. No, I'm
Sorry,
just kidding.
I can still hear you. I just had to move something.
The story's important for Joey.
Sorry. Go
God.
ahead.
No,
God.
you're fine. You're fine.
Come on,
It was
Joey.
it was funny right when it all started, seeing how people used the internet to like their benefit, and how they like did live streams, or they figured out a different type of show kind of deal. But so many people were live all the time in March, April.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just like, I don't
Yeah,
wanna do
man, that was
It
a
was a
simpler
different
time.
world.
Just live
Yeah.
streams and typing.
Right?
Exactly.
Yep.
Now we
Didn't have to
got
wear pants to play a gig. You just
dance gear.
Oh, I'm
you
telling you
take a
what,
leaf
that
out of his
Cincy
book.
music, that Cincy music gig I did,
Yeah.
you know, maybe I was, maybe I wasn't.
Oh, you did that too?
I played a
Talking
show.
about
I played a
Sorry,
live
Courtney.
stream in sweatpants and a sweatshirt with Kevin from The Office spilling chili on it. So.
Nice. I love it.
All right, Joey, you want to hit us up with a Ethan and Joey Ridge?
Nope. I
All right.
concede. I choose
All
not
right.
to. Yeah.
Anyway,
Only
Kevin,
if you guys want me to. Like, I don't want to force
Yeah.
it in, but if you
Yeah,
want it,
mute us
sure.
again.
I
I gotta
forced
get a
it.
phone charger.
I forced
Yeah.
it in. We're gonna go.
You're forcing it.
Joey.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna be able to hear you guys. I'm gonna take my AirPods because they have
That's
the
fine.
microphone. And I'm gonna like put it in front of us.
Okay.
So
That's cool.
I don't know, man. If you want to like hop on and like give me a thumbs up if you can hear me well enough, then we'll do
Okay.
that. Cool. All right, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna do this. So if I do this, can you guys hear me? Does that sound okay? Is that all right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So the song comes with a story, and I'll keep it short. I'll give you the shorter version. I'm leaving a movie theater one night, and it was a Sunday night, and the movie let out at about 12:30. And as I'm walking out, there's a couple next to me, and we are the only 3 people in this movie theater, and they are arguing loudly. And this woman has got 2 phones in her hand, and she's looking at this guy, and she's going, 7 women, you got 7 women texting you during this movie. How can you have 7 women? And I'm like, oh, okay. This is not a conversation I need to be a part of. And so I kind of split off, and I go to my car, and they go to their car. And like I said, it's 12:30 on a Sunday night, so the parking lot is entirely empty. And I get in my car, and I kind of turn around, and I see where they're at, and she is in the driver's seat, and he is not in the car at all. And she does a donut in this parking lot and drives directly at this dude, and it's just barreling down on this guy. And at the last second, dips out of the way and launches and leaves him in the dust. And as I'm like slowly driving out of this empty parking lot, I'm thinking, man, should I help this guy? And I'm like, no, this guy did something horrible to this girl. And so instead, I wrote a song about the guy. The song is an Ethan and Joey original, and it's called 7 Deadly Sins. Oh, and it's 100% true. Knock, knock, knock on my front door, and a man saying, let me in. I said, I'm sorry, sir, I don't mean to hurt you. I'm not looking for a friend. Said, I need you to save me. Yes, I'm running from my baby. I laid around town with someone else, and she found out I got one wife in Ohio, another in New Orleans. I got a girlfriend waiting in the Bronx, another one waiting down in Queens, but the one that's in Kentucky. Find out about the other 6. Oh, I'm shacking up with some friends and love. Oh, she don't find my 7 deadly sins. Yeah. So I opened up the front door. I said, man, that's quite a tale. You better come in and grab a drink. Get number 6 up off your tail. Said, thank you, sir, you saved me from pushing her white daisies. And she's around the corner, and if I'm checking up with some rays of light. Oh, she don't find my 7 deadly sins. Yeah. Ooh. I got another sin. 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 I got another sin and another sin, another sin. And this time I'm going straight. Now this time I'll make it change. I'll call on 7, pray to God in heaven. Have mercy on them, never tell self-control. The situation, call this my graduation. I'm tossing off the couch and I wanna back in my love to the one that's in Ohio, one in New Orleans. I call a girlfriend waiting in the Bronx and tell her not to wait up on me. Cause the one that's in Kentucky, find out about the other 6. I'm shacking up with some praise and luck. Hope she don't find my 7 deadly sins. Yeah. Got another sin. I got another sin. I got another sin. I got another sin. And another sin. And another sin. And another sin. Sorry, baby. Won't happen again. Just like last time. Last time. I'm done.
Yeah,
There you go.
man.
Love it.
I dig it.
It's a lot of sins, man.
How'd it sound? Sound all right? I feel like it was loud.
Yeah,
It's the problem that I have
No,
at gigs. Ethan keeps yelling at me is that I am a megaphone, so I'm like loud, dude.
Dude, you got soul
There you go.
at all? Like you don't care. Like you'll just sing your heart out. You know what I mean? I'm the same way. My voice is.
Dude, that's what compressors are for.
Yeah.
But the compressor in the iPhone.
That's
like,
right.
squeeze
That's right.
it.
You got to put in work.
It's like this is too much for me. I can't. I'm just an iPhone. I just can't do it. I love that.
Just
song.
a little
man.
iPhone.
I love it.
Hey
So is
man,
that
thank
out?
you for listening. Thank you.
Is that out? Did you say that was out? Available?
Hasn't
or
been
no?
recorded yet. Nope.
So is that going in the
Nope,
studio? With
not
the
yet.
band?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That is like 20% of what the whole song really is.
Oh sure.
It's a lot.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
can imagine.
I'm super excited about that one. And
Yeah. I imagine it's a humongous jam.
oh, I lost you there for a second.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying I can imagine that song with an 8-piece band, a huge jam, everyone just kind of so it makes that song.
It's big. The part that is there's 2 parts that are really kind of crucial for me. It's this keyboard that I got, and then it's horns that are in the song that just they take what the song is to just a whole another level. And I'm very excited for it. It's gonna be cool.
Jenny loved
So
it.
thank you guys for listening to it. Hopefully it wasn't horrible.
It was great, man. It's amazing what horns can do for a track. You know what I mean?
Right?
And I don't have the best software that can create them, so I always want to do live horns no matter what. Same with strings. Nothing beats a live orchestra or live horn section.
Right.
So I need to know horn players and string players, or just pick it up myself.
It's just so that's one thing that I kind of realized like later on after getting the whole band together is that it is a completely different beast. Like, I assume everyone is kind of familiar with 4-piece band, 5-piece band, guitars, vocals, drums, bass. Like, yeah, everyone's kind of getting things together. But once you add in like a key player and like backup singers and you have horns in it, it's a different game. Like you're running 6 different lanes all at the same time. So
have you?
It's fun though.
How many shows overall have you played with the band?
As Ethan and Joey like the original shows?
Yeah.
None shows. This will
None-
be these will the
that's not a
ones
lot.
in 2021 are going to be the first ones. We've done a couple cover shows with like pieces of the band. We did a thing 2019 where it was at the Tin Roof, and we played with like a version of this band with horns and everything, and it was super fun. But we've never actually done an original show with the band as is now. So
Yeah.
it should be a good time. Hey, if you guys need any openers, we would love to open for you.
I'll open for you. Open
For real though.
What I will say,
do it.
I've seen one of the sickest bands around here is Matt Waters' band, and he has the kind of same deal where he's got horns, and I'm like, dude,
That's what I was gonna say.
can I have those players?
It sounds really, it's crazy. Like when you've got this just ability as a band to, funk, rock, R&B.
Yeah, it's to sound like you're one cohesive unit.
Yeah,
it's tricky as hell, but when it's done right, beautiful thing.
It is. It's a different beast, but if you can do it right, man, it sounds so good. Yeah. And that's just that's the thing that I'm mostly like I'm excited for, and what we focus on is our biggest thing is like whenever we talk to people at shows is like, dude, I at the end of the day we're just here to have fun. Like we're here to have a good time. And so if you can sound like that as a big band, then we've accomplished our goal.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Kaitlyn, is it a 4-piece band that you're?
I'm upset that I came in so late and didn't get a chance to listen.
Oh, you're fine. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're good.
Yeah, there's 4 of us.
4 of you.
Yes.
So, are you guys planning stuff for next year, or is that just kind of?
It's kind of up in the air. Really, like the only upcoming thing that I'm actually aware of right now is the releases of those 3 singles.
Right.
But as far as next year, I don't know. I don't know how this is all going to play out, but I miss playing shows and I miss going to see shows.
I'm telling you, man, half the battle is fucking live shows. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like even as an artist, just playing out, like I'll finish songs live. You know what I mean? Just because you can feed off the audience. So,
yeah.
It's amazing.
That's what's so weird about streaming. Like this has been nice because I'm talking to you guys, but when I'm just talking to my phone, it's weird. You're used to like waiting for applause or saying thank you or like stuff like that.
It is not for the faint of heart. If you're
the worst.
That that audience feedback, it really screws with you. It's awkward. I mean, it's nice again that you don't have to really go anywhere, set up all this stuff except for being at home. But
it feels exposed though. Like it's like just me and you can hear me really well and I can't see you. It's just it feels very exposed.
It's a different dynamic. It's not the same. It's not the same as playing live and
it's more. I feel more nervous doing this than I do live.
Well, and not getting claps live is different than not getting claps on a live stream.
Because you can tell when you're live looking around, like this is the kind of place where people are just kind of talking and you're in the background. That's fine. They didn't clap or whatever.
Exactly.
Right.
And when you're live streaming, there's going to be nothing at the end of this song.
Nothing.
It's like waiting for it.
Yeah.
But that's what I miss a lot about. So,
do you guys clap for yourselves at the end? That's kind of something I've always done. I end the song and go, woo!
I do that at live bars too. I just clap for myself.
Yeah.
We did a live. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I did one for Cincy Music where not you, Kevin, but the Kevin that was here that you saw whose house I'm at. He's my drummer too, and we did a live stream just us two for Cincy Music, and he had I'm pretty sure if I'm remembering this right, he had like a studio audience thing on his phone where he would play the clapping, and it was kind of nice.
That's fun.
That's awesome.
Yay!
We are officially wrapping up. We got about 5 minutes left, but I want to ask. I find it interesting. Who are we listening to? Who are we finding inspiration from? That's new. Who you can tell somebody about? Because I always get so excited when I find someone who's on my Discover Weekly and nobody else has heard about them. I'm like, I'm going to keep this person to myself.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So who are you guys? Do you guys have go-to artists like right now? Because mine fluctuate, but
Yeah. I mean, same here. I've been listening to a lot of like pop punk post-hardcore lately.
nice.
It's very nostalgic even if it's new.
Oh yeah,
Because that's what we listened to in high school, you know, like every indie adult was an emo kid at some point, right? So
Oh my God,
there's
yes,
that. And then
absolutely.
I discover a lot of new music through Inhaler Radio. I'm the DJ there, if you guys didn't know. And we play all indie pop
That's
rock
awesome.
and local music. And it's really good for music discovery. Like
Yeah.
there is so much stuff that I'm like the least cool person on that staff. Like, I don't know. But our music director, he knows so much music. He digs and digs and he just finds so much great music. It's good for the discovery part there.
Mr. Kevin, how about yourself?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
For me, I don't necessarily haven't discovered any new artists, unfortunately. I use Spotify, even though I hate it, but I do pay the subscription, so
Right.
I don't know how
Yeah.
much that really helps.
I do the $10 a month too, and I'm like, fuck you. You get there's something.
I'm losing money here.
I know.
Yeah.
There's something about seeing that the CEO made like $6 billion.
I know.
Oh yeah.
this year,
And it's
then-
like I paid more
Stupid.
even if it's $10 a month, like you're
Yeah.
paying so much more to use the service than they are paying you by
Yeah, I was
so
like-
far.
I haven't made $10 off of Spotify all year. What are you talking about?
I've only gotten one check ever, like in the last couple of years,
right.
Mhm.
because it has to be like a certain amount before they cut one, and I guess I've never
Yeah.
reached that amount again.
It's a weird business, man. Jesus.
It really is. I mean, it's nice. Pandora pays well, surprisingly.
Really?
And I like Pandora for the reason why.
Hear about Pandora as much,
Yeah, and that's what
like
I
as
mean.
you used to.
They were really big at first, and then they were kind of like the first of their kind. It was
Yeah.
just them and Spotify. The good thing about Pandora is that you can, people can't pick if they want to hear you or
It's
not. The
Given
Spotify-
to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you get a lot
That's a
of
good point.
a lot of plays and everything. But
I
You
guess
know-
that's also why they're not as big as Spotify.
yeah,
Right, because you don't get to decide.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
like
True.
radio.
But if you want to find new stuff that's similar to what you already love,
Yeah.
perfect.
and for me, I mean, honestly, I love that. If there's a song that I really enjoy, and on Spotify, sometimes it'll just continue playing songs that are similar, and I love that because that's how I discover new music. And
Right.
really, I know it's kind of funny. I posted something the other day about getting into podcasts almost sometimes. And I know
You're
that's-
in a podcast right now.
yeah, I know.
You're gonna have to listen to this.
I listen to podcasts actually in the car sometimes, so it's a whole nother thing. But really, yeah, I think what it is, for us, and I've been working on several songs, and I would say like 5 or 6 songs that I've already either are 85% finished or completely finished. And so it's probably going to be another thing where February, March of next year, here's another EP or whatever.
Right.
And yeah, so for me, I think it's more about staying creative and then open-minded, trying things that I haven't tried before, and keeping it fresh, y'all.
I've been wanting to I've never done this before. I want to take one of maybe that last new song. I want to record, produce it, everything by myself. Like I want to try to teach myself a little bit of that stuff.
Yeah.
Just
that's
start to finish. I mean, I
You've,
can obviously have help, but I
Yeah.
want to try to produce and
That-
record a song by myself.
me and Kev have talked about that a lot. You can kill yourself if you're the artist. You are, and like we're all perfectionists, I believe.
That's true. I hear my recordings and I know it's just, you just nitpick every
Sure.
inflection, every little thing in your own
Yeah.
voice.
and then you get older, and then you realize, well, music is supposed to be fun. It's
True.
supposed to sound fun. It's supposed
Right.
to. So who cares if there's raw music is great. Some of the best music
Mhm.
is not perfect. You know what I mean? So
Sure.
True.
how about you, Joey? Anything new in your world? Music.
I've okay. So 90% of what Ethan and I have been doing for the past couple of years have been cover songs, and we actually just found a band. Are you guys familiar with the band Scary Pockets?
Yes. Love them.
Yes.
What was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Scary
Scary Pockets. So
No,
they're
it sounds
this
vaguely
group.
familiar.
They're very scary.
Did you see the video on like circulating through Facebook where it was like a 6-piece band in a studio. The singer was this Asian dude, and they did If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys, and they just kill it.
I have not seen that.
Who was
No.
the singer? What was his name? Mari or something?
Basically, they take these super popular songs and then they'll kind of cycle out who's singing, and they'll do different versions of these like super popular things. So that's I started into that, and then I think, and I've been trying to think about it this whole time. I think the guitar player's name is Andy Wong, and he is stupid good at guitar, and he has just these really really cool like neo funk, really like upbeat poppy kind of songs. And what's weird is that all of his recordings sound like tightly produced, and they have like, it's like they push the level of being like too overproduced, but it just sounds so good in the right context. And so I'm listening to a lot of Scary Pockets, like Wolfpack, and I don't know, but so it's funny, the two artists that like I'll answer for Ethan now, because Ethan's genre of music is completely different than mine. I've been listening to like, I like writing upbeat music, like happier, like it's got a emotion to it. Ethan is the total opposite and listens to artists like Jason Isbell or Isbell. He'll listen to like Tyler Childers a lot, and so he writes these just total gut-wrenching songs. Yeah. And it's like, cool. So our album is not going to make any sense at all. But well,
dude, that's what Simon and Garfunkel was. Am I wrong? Simon was
not
upbeat.
at all.
Yeah. Well, no, like positive and negative as far as like upbeat songs.
Right.
But that's real. I think that's really cool to be in a band, and you're going to find yourself exploring new genres. And which is really cool. Which is always really cool.
Really like tugging different ropes and strings all at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's where the challenge is.
Sure. You know.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Short answer is a lot of music.
I was going to bring up Wolfpack. Have you seen the Wolfpack live at Madison Square Garden on YouTube? It's pretty amazing.
I think so.
Okay. Well,
it's possible. I don't know. You actually reminded me of another band. Oh God.
Go for it. Uh-oh.
It was is it Lettuce? Not Lettuce.
Yes, it is called Lettuce.
Is the band Lettuce, and then they have a song called Madison Square, and it's just ridiculous. Like it's so good. But there you go. There's your new music.
Pictures of Lettuce. That's how smart I am.
So the band is called Lettuce?
The band is called Lettuce, yeah.
Nice.
They're like
I think it's called Lettuce.
Are they like a funk band? Like, do you know who Chromeo is? Kind of in that world.
Hey Google, play Madison Square by Lettuce.
Oh sweet.
Madison Square by Lettuce. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is Lettuce. I was kind of second guessing myself. I'm not gonna make you guys listen to it through here, but
I was like, oh no, we're gonna monetize.
Hey Google,
you can't monetize this shit, man. Come on, what are you doing?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm just glad that I thought I got the band name wrong, but yeah, they're awesome, and I think they're all like instrumental, but they're like that perfect blend of like the horn players. I think they have like a giant horn section that is just super tight, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, good stuff.
Last one I'll throw in here is Snarky Puppy. Anybody heard of Snarky Puppy?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll watch their videos all day.
I must be really boring.
What's the keyboard's name?
Keyboardist name is you know what? I'm not gonna remember it. So.
Okay, was that like Rocky or something?
Yeah, that's what it was. Their drummer is a sick amount of nastiness. His name is Larnell Lewis, and he's ridiculous.
Sick amount of nastiness. I
Yeah,
want to
I
be
mean,
referred
these
to
are
that.
underground, musicians, guys. Come on, get with it.
Yeah. He's got the
God,
funk.
you froze.
God, guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely different genres. Whenever I'm feeling in a rut, I was talking to a pro song. I was talking to Judy Stakey yesterday, who Kevin knows. Who's a
I
pro
don't know
songwriter.
her, but she
don't
is
know her.
like a legend.
You guys
dude.
were together for a while.
Yeah.
She wrote for Sheryl Crow and Gavin DeGraw and Jewel and huge names. She lives in Studio City, California, and we were talking about getting out of ruts when you're songwriting. She uses yoga and body, mind, soul method, which is very interesting to me because I never would have thought to do that. What do you guys do? What do you when to get out of a writing rut?
I usually like stay in a really bad relationship for way too long and then have a horrible breakup, and I'm just kidding.
Hey, me too.
Oh my.
Oh man, I really need to get my heart broken. I have no inspiration.
Yeah. I would say I'd probably, I never try to force a song at all. But if you know me and Charlie knows me better than I think you guys do, and I've always got something to say. I won't shut up. So really the hardest
Shut the
part,
hell up, dude. Jesus.
the hardest part is really being able to condense that into 4 minutes. But
Yes, we talked a lot about that too.
I would say that a lot of experience comes from being a parent, and I think because it's always interesting. There's never a dull moment with having a 5-year-old, and I really think that puts you in situations. So I try to just, if I'm feeling ruddish, go out, experience something, do something out of the normal, and it's been really hard to do that lately. But try to stay active and not just do the same thing over and over and over again. Try something different. Go to the casino and blow a bunch of money, and then don't do that. Don't do that.
Marry a hooker.
Marry a
No,
that
dude.
escalated quickly.
No, dude.
Man, when I get into a rut, I just throw 10G on blackjack game and I just see what happens.
Yeah, right.
Where is Joey? He got in a writer's rut again, and he went to a casino.
Things are looking interesting here.
Yeah, that's
What about you, man?
So we whenever we learned pretty quickly that if for the way that it works for us is we will write until we hit that point, and then once we kind of acknowledge that we've hit a rut, the thing that we learned is the worst thing you can do for yourself is to like land on it and then not kind of work around it or do something. So we kind of learned that for us, our method is that we'll write the song. If we hit a part that we don't like, we'll just fight our way through it and get all the way to the end. And once you kind of get to the end, it's kind of like you break the clog up and you're like, oh, this would be cool here. So the thing that we kind of, that's worked for us is even if we know this part sucks, or if we know that we've hit this rut and this is not great, then we write through it and we dig on so that we can kind of look at it as a whole. Because I think as songwriters, it's what we were saying before, how we are all perfectionists and we all look really hard with a magnifying glass on everything we do. But the thing that we kind of learn is if you back up and you look at the thing as a whole, you see that the spot that was not great isn't as bad as you thought, or hey, there's a simple way to kind of work around that. That's just kind of our method, is that we grit our teeth and do it anyway.
At the end, you maybe like this piece should actually go over here. This should be the chorus instead of the verse. All the pieces are here, but they just need tweaking.
Yeah, even if it's terrible, I need the structure there.
I don't know. I've never written anything terrible. I'm just kidding.
While you're here,
AKA most everything is terrible.
Tell us what it's like to only have amazing songs.
I'm totally joking. I'm a mess.
We're all right there, but
I don't believe it. I don't.
Joey, tell Ethan to get his ass here next time. No?
He's fired.
Okay, cool. He's fired. So it's just
as simple as that. He's out.
Is the and still there? Is it going to be Joey and, or is it just and Joey?
It's just and Joey, and then I'll just start hiring people out.
I'll be Ethan.
And be like,
there you go.
You're hired. You're a way better Ethan then right out of the back. Like,
I
Totally.
honestly really just want to I want
Please.
to be in another band where all I do is sing harmony. I don't have to play the piano. I don't have to worry about anything. I just want to sing my little harmonies in the back. It's
Yeah.
so much fun. I like being a lead singer, but I love doing just like background vocals. It's so fun.
Yeah, it can be fun. Really, really fun.
That's fun. I was in a band in college, and that was cool. Like I played keys, and it was nice. Like you didn't have to know the song 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
You're like,
You don't have to learn the lyrics really.
Oh no!
it's just in A sharp.
What's the structure? I don't care.
Well,
Doesn't matter.
now
Kevin, it's in 6/8 time. Come on now.
It's not like I know that about my own songs. There'll be the guys who are like, okay, what key are we in? I'm like, quit asking me things you know that I don't know.
whatever key you want. Pick a key, and there you go. Guys, we're about out of time. Thank you so much for all of you being here. Let's go around, and let's go Joey from Ethan and Joey. Where can we find all of your things and all of your updates and stuff?
I'm Joey of Ethan and Joey. You can find us at ethanandjoey.com, facebook.com/Ethan and Joey, or guess what? The Instagram, it's at Ethan and Joey. I know it's hard. We were not very creative when we came up with our band name, but damn it, we're sticking to it. That's right. We stay consistent.
Branding, yeah. And look out for a new record next year. Do you have a release date in mind or no?
Correct.
Cool.
No, I mean realistically, we were trying to go. Swear to God, our plan was to go in the studio in October, and things just kept getting pushed further and further back. And so now I don't know, sometime next year it'll come out eventually.
All right.
So whatever.
Record, don't hold your breath. Kaitlyn Peace.
That's right.
I'm Kaitlyn Peace. That is not a fake name. It is my real name. And my band is Kaitlyn Peace and the Electric Generals. You can find us on Facebook and give us a like. I do not tweet, but I do get on Instagram a lot and post on my story when we're in the studio and everything. If you guys want to follow me there, it's just at Kaitlyn Peace. And we're also on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, etc., etc. And we do have 3 songs coming out soon, so watch for that.
Before we get to Kev, is tweeting something that we're supposed to be doing? Because I really don't want to do it.
I mean, I hope not, because
I like Instagram.
I don't have the attention.
I love
it's bad.
Instagram story. I don't even hardly post on the timeline anymore. It's just the stories, and they go away, and it's fun.
Dude, I'm not a bird.
Exactly.
I'm not a bird.
Tell the old man, I'm not a bird.
Get off my lawn.
If I'm a bird, you're a bird, or however.
The thing is TikTok now,
Right.
though.
Oh Jesus! I will never download that.
No.
I don't have anything against it. I just don't have it. But I've enjoyed some TikToks that I've seen, like on Facebook and stuff.
Oh yeah, the funny ones.
Yeah. I like the compilations when they're.
I am old.
TikTok, don't stop. Kevin Stokley.
Oh, by the way, Electric Generals, like that's freaking. It's such a cool name, man.
Yeah.
Mine is Kevin Stokley.
I love that band name. Like that's badass.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Dad.
Don't thank me. Thank my parents.
Thanks, my dad. So Kevin Stokley Music, Ley, mother trucker music.
You
Kevin
spelled that
Stokley
wrong
music.
a lot.
Yeah, and there's no C in it either. I don't know.
C-E-V-I.
That's Stokley.
That would be Stokley.
Yeah, I know. They butcher
Stokley.
And
Anyway.
I would always get Catherine Pierce.
it. Catherine.
Catherine Pierce. I feel
that
like
makes
Catherine
you
Pierce
sound-
would not be as cool as Kaitlyn Peace.
No.
You sound like a 70-year-old
You
actress.
sound like a 7-year-old principal at like
Catherine
a
Or
Pierce.
she's like on a soap opera.
Yeah.
Right. I have a brand new Christmas song called Santa Claus is Watching You out right now.
Brand new. Because I always say there should never have been
That's
a
ominous.
Christmas song written after like 1950. We don't need any more.
No, you're gonna like this one. You gotta listen
I
up.
can't wait. I
My
will
son
definitely
is in it.
listen to it.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, got new music coming out probably sometime single January, and then probably an EP March, something like that.
Nice.
Now, Kevin, you do a lot of the starting your songs and finishing them by yourself, right?
Yeah, I usually
everything.
yeah, I'll produce them, and sometimes I'll get finished with it, and then I decide I don't like the sound of it and just strip it down, do it again. But
Yeah.
usually I'll have a couple buddies do electric guitars, and that's pretty much who I work with. Which is, if y'all want to like work together, just let me know because I get really lonely in my basement.
And I get lonely in my basement.
I'm on my way over.
Do you have a basement?
No.
I'm on my way over, but only if you promise that you're not wearing pants.
And
by the way,
call you Ethan.
Here's what's really cool about listening to me on Spotify or anything is you don't have to wear pants while you're listening, so you can feel liberated. But just remember, Santa Claus is watching.
I'm gonna go home and pull you up on Spotify without my pants on, Kevin.
He's everywhere.
That's
All
the plan.
right.
Yep.
And that'll be it for us. I'm Charlie John. At all the places that they said, we're all musicians just trying to get through. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much for doing this. I appreciate all of you. And,
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No problem.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Charlie.
Thanks for having us on.
Wait, so this is a podcast. Does it come out on?
This will come out in 2 weeks. Nice.
Cool.
I like that. Couple weeks it'll come out, and then
No,
right
it's
here.
like our album. He doesn't know.
People cannot wait to hear us talk.
I can't
about
put it out because of
all that
COVID.
random
It's-
stuff.
The internet is riddled with COVID. I can't put it out there. But yeah, so around Christmas.
So somebody somewhere, some lonely person, will be alone on Christmas Eve listening to us talk about not wearing pants.
And they probably won't be wearing pants either.
Christmas to them.
Probably not.
It's a full matrix circle.
It is.
Guys, thank you again so much. One more time. Goodbye.
Whoa.
Bye.
Thanks again.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
See ya.
one. See ya. Have a good holiday.
Bye.
I don't know how to leave.
I'm-
Me neither.
Bye, Joey.
Goodbye.
Love you, Dad. Bye bye.